Hey y'all, welcome back to another Mask Monday. Today we're going to take a look at 3 Zagone Studios masks. Alright, so all 3 of these masks they were made a long time ago for this company Be Something Studios. They put out some really awesome masks, and these are 3 of their coolest designs. Now that company is called Zagone Studios, and in partnership with Trick or Treat Studios, they have released some masks through them, and these are probably my 3 favorites. The most famous that we're missing would probably be the Fang Face from October Blood, but I'll do another video just about those in the future. Today we're going to take a look at Phantom, the Square Corpse, and Visitor from Outer Space. Let's start with my favorite mask from Be Something Studios, which is the Visitor. Alright, so as I said, this is my favorite Be Something Studios mask. It's called the Visitor from Outer Space. It was sculpted by Bill Weistrom, who sculpted most of the masks for Be Something back in the day. So Be Something Studios is what it was, the company was called back in the 70s and such, and that's when these masks were coming out. I've seen a couple original Visitors like in person, and they're really awesome and I love them, and it's really cool because they're vintage, but I actually enjoy the new modern paint job more. It's the exact same sculpt, it's from the same original mold, so the mask itself is the same thing, and then the paint job on these, they're just a little modernized a little bit, still old school, still classic monster mask, so they didn't go like all super realistic with it or anything, but if you see the original ones, they're painted a lot quicker than these ones. And the color scheme's just a little bit different. Like, you kind of get this like purple base with these pink highlights on his kind of boob forehead that he's got going on, and then looks like a dark rub out, and just the super white teeth. I love the teeth on this guy. He has this like kind of like chimp vibe to him. He's very like kind of like apey looking, and then these like little pointy teeth. It's just an awesome design. It's just like a classic Bill Weistrom sculpture. It's a half mask, but then this fun fur is like, it's like a, you know, like a sheet, like a you would buy it by the yard. It's like a material that you cut, and then it's usually sewn through this like middle seam, like 2 pieces sewn together to kind of create this look. So you get these 2 pieces. I mean, people that are really into Be Something Studios, like, this is a popular mask, but it's not talked about as much as most of their other masks, and to me it's my favorite. I just love the design so much, so I'm really happy that Trick or Treat Studios partnered with Zagone to release these original Be Something masks, because I can't afford the vintage ones, but I can afford this. I think it's like a $50 mask or something like that, so really cool, really good on them. Thank you for that, and we'll move on to what used to be one of the rarest masks of all time, the Square Corpse. Alright, so this is the Square Corpse mask. This was one of the rarest masks of all time, but Justin was over at Zagone Studios and kind of looking through the molds, and he found the mold for the Square Corpse, and he's like, oh my god, you have this? Like, do you have any idea how rare this mask is? And they're like, yeah, you know, oh well, you know. And they were like, alright, well, let's produce it. So this is one of the, I think, the first ones that they decided to do with Trick or Treat Studios. So it's so cool to be able to own this mask. It's such a cool design. It was sculpted by a comic book artist named Michael Syons. So it has that kind of, you know, rocky vibe to it. It's very cool. And then this like neon green, like kind of, I don't, it's almost, it looks like spider webby, but I don't know what it would really be, just some mold, you know, psycho radioactive growth on him growing out of it, and it's really cool. And then in like one of the coolest parts you don't really see too often, on the sides of his mouth, he has these really gross like pink boily nasty stuff going on. It's just a really cool mask, and then the orange hair is obviously really poppy, really sticks out. And again, just like the last one, this is that fun fur. It's a half mask with the fun fur sewn onto it to look like a full head mask. I mean, it is a full head mask, it's just, you know, half latex, half hair. Anyways, love this mask. I love that it's so readily available now. Again, mask collectors for a long time were just searching for this mask, and no one even had it. Like, and I'm sure if you could find it, it would be completely unaffordable. Now you can grab it anytime. I believe Zagone Studios might actually manufacture these ones, because there's a Zagone tag on here. It says handmade in the USA. Zagone is out of Chicago, just like they were back in the day. And yeah, it says there 1977 Square Head Corpse. And again, for 60 bucks, so cool to be able to own this mask. So thank you Trick or Treat Studios, thank you for Zagone for making these available. I love this mask. It's such a cool design, and that'll about do it. So let's take a look at the next mask, which is probably the most popular of the three that I'm showing off today, Phantom. All right, so as I said, this is Phantom. It's probably the most popular mask of the three that I'm showing today, and the reason for that is it was featured in Friday the 13th Part 2. In that film, it had more like gray and black, like salt and pepper hair. So anyways, that's Phantom. It was sculpted by Bill Weistrom, who again sculpted most of the Be Something Studios masks back then. It's got these classic Bill Weistrom super pointy little teeth. And once again, it's a half latex mask and then half of this fun fur. I would like to see Trick or Treat Studios put out a version of it with like the darker salt and pepper hair. I love the wrinkles. He's so like nasty and kind of like rotted. His pointy nose, and it's really simple paint job. It's pretty much just like a skin tone with a dark rub out, and then they paint the teeth white and they're good to go. Zagone does a really good job, and I'm really happy that they're partnering with Trick or Treat Studios to release all these classic Be Something Studios masks because, again, nerds like me can't afford vintage masks, but I'll totally buy everything that they release if I can get my hands on it. So that's Phantom, and that will do it for the Be Something Studios, Zagone Studios, Trick or Treat Studios masks. All right, so that's gonna wrap up this week's Mask Monday. Definitely let me know in the comments what other Be Something Studios vintage masks you'd like to see at Trick or Treat Studios reproduce for the modern era. Like, share, subscribe, visit us at nightmaretoys.com, and we'll see you next week for another Mask Monday.